I deported my husband. I did not just divorce him, I put him on a plane back to the trenches. And on the very night he was leaving or he left, I slept like a baby. Half the members of my church are calling me names, while the other half are whispering to themselves that they would have done the same if they were in my shoes. Now, before you call me names in the comments section, listen to what this man did to me. This lady said, I am a registered nurse living in Houston, Texas. I worked double shifts, standing on my feet for 12 hours a day, wiping backsides and taking abuse from patients just to save enough money. Why? To bring the love of my life to America. We met when I went home for Christmas 3 years ago. He was charming, handsome, and spoke with that smooth accent that made my knees weak. He was just a struggling engineer with big dreams, but no opportunities. Baby, if you just get me to the States, I will treat you like a queen, he promised. I will work hard. I will build us an empire. I believed him. I was 32, single, and lonely in a big house. I wanted a family. I spent $15,000 on lawyers, filing fees, and flights. I sponsored his K1 visa. When he landed at George Bush Intercontinental Airport, I cried tears of joy. I thought my life was beginning. For the first 6 months, he was perfect. He cooked, he cleaned, he rubbed my feet. When I came home from the hospital, you are my angel, he would say. We got married at the courthouse. We filed for his green card, adjustment of status. The interview was scheduled for next week. Last Sunday, I came home early from my shift because I had a migraine. The house was quiet. He wasn't in the living room. I walked toward the bedroom and I heard him laughing. He was on a video call. I stopped. Something about his tone was different. He wasn't speaking the sweet English he spoke to me. He was speaking pidgin, fast and aggressive. Wow. Don't worry, babe. The MAGA doesn't suspect anything, he said. MAGA? My heart stopped. In our slang, MAGA means a fool, a victim of a scam. I crept closer to the door. The interview is next week. He continued laughing. Once I get that green card in my hand, I give it 6 months. Then I will file for divorce, claim irreconcilable differences, and by next year, I will file for you and the kids to come over. America is sweet, babe. Just be patient. This was what this guy was saying over the phone when she drew closer to eavesdrop. A woman's voice crackled on the speaker. We miss you, Daddy. Junior asks for you every day. Tell Junior Daddy is working on his future. This woman is just the ladder. You are the owner of the house. I didn't scream. That's the lady talking now. I didn't kick down the door. A cold calmness washed over me, the kind of calm that scares you more than anger. I walked back to my car, drove to a coffee shop, and sat there for 3 hours. I realized everything was a lie. The love, the foot rubs, the cooking. It was all a performance to secure his stay. I went home later that evening and acted like everything was normal. I even kissed him. But the next morning, while he was at the gym, I went to the USC-1S website. I withdrew my sponsorship. I wrote a letter to the immigration officer explaining that the marriage was fraudulent and that I was no longer willing to support him financially. I didn't tell him. The morning of the interview, he put on his best suit. He looked so handsome and confident. Ready to make us official, baby? He asked, fixing his tie. I am ready, I smiled. We sat in the waiting room. When they called his name, the officer didn't invite us into an office. 2 ICE officers walked out immediately. They asked for his ID. They told him his petition had been withdrawn by the sponsor and his visa had expired. The look on his face, it wasn't fear. It was pure confusion. He looked at me. He said, baby, what's going on? I stood up, smoothed my dress, and looked him dead in the eye. I am not a ladder, baby, and this MAGA has closed the bank. I walked out of the building while he was shouting my name in handcuffs. He is currently in a detention center awaiting deportation. His family back home has been blowing up my phone, cursing me, sending me Bible verses about forgiveness. His real wife even sent me a DM. Really? The audacity for me. Begging me to reconsider for the sake of their children. Wow. But I feel nothing. I worked too hard for my peace to let a squatter live in it. Now I'm sitting in my quiet house, drinking wine. Did I go too far? Should I have just divorced him and let him stay? Or did he get exactly what he ordered? He ordered for something and he got exactly what he ordered. I mean, in a world of what you ordered versus what you got, he got 100% pass mark. People can be really crazy. You're a married man. You went for this lady because you want to travel abroad. See what desperation can do. Please don't find yourself in this situation. You can get to that level of success without having to use somebody. Anything is possible. You can get to whichever height you want to. You don't have to mess another person's life. Thankfully, she was able to find out on time. It was just God that saved her. Imagine the amount of money she spent just to bring this person over. Anyways, tell me what you think. I actually like how it happened that she found out on time. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.